awkwardly begin this monologue in a number of ways. I could start it with a pun that's not even funny, like when the cannibals showed up late to the dinner, they gave him the cold shoulder. Or I could start with a cheesy and predictable pop culture joke like, hey, how much cocaine did Charlie Sheen take in March? Enough to kill 2.5 men. Not really, no. See, I'm not going to start with either of these. In fact, I decided not to have an intro and just awkwardly stumble into what I want to say about awkwardness in an educational setting. That means school. So for those of you who are lucky enough to escape the high school abyss, or for those who are currently in hibernation, let me fill you in on how the announcements at our school awkwardly commence each morning. They all start with questions. Do you have a mother? Do you like tea? Come to the mother-daughter tea! Are you an avid jump roper? Do you think you can do it without your eyes? Well, then join the blindfolded jump roping club! I know you're just jumping out of your seat to join. Or my personal favorite, are you a hormonal teenager, fed up with life and looking to express your feelings? Then audition for the monologue show! And then after 20 long minutes of that, we have the moment of silence. The epitome of awkwardness. Everyone's just sitting there like, okay, and then since I can't stand this awkward vibe, I decide to just think of something. But by the time I start considering what to think about, my time is already up. Oh, moment of silence. What should I think about? Should I pray? Okay, please stand up for the pledge! Wow. Without those 2 seconds of silence, I don't know how I'd ever get through my day. And then we have the moment of silence is outside of the designated moment of silence. Okay, class, let's hear some weekend stories. How was your weekend? Don't look, I'm writing something really important. Don't make eye contact. Don't they know that nobody answers that? And if they do, they just BS stuff, like the student who has a really bad grade and is totally kissing up. Oh, well, this weekend I met the president, and then I built some homes for the homeless of the world, and I still had time to do my homework and all the extra credit. And then we have the student who's forced to top that with, I pooped in an empty bike helmet. It was my sister's. I never really liked it. Awkward, and nobody wants to give any input after that because they didn't defecate in bicycle protective gear. So the teacher's forced to pick a victim. Oh, Johnny, do you have a good weekend story? No, sorry. I was just stretching. Couldn't you have waited 2 more seconds to stretch? Really? This was the perfect time to do that? No, it wasn't. But seriously, only if you stretch with your hand like this would that be confusing. I don't understand how this might translate to I have a question. Same thing with itching your nose. That's not like a secret code for I'm really itching to give you an answer. Sorry, my nose is running. And don't tell me I better go catch it. Because there's nothing more awkward than cheesy jokes. No offense to every single teacher in America. So, since my nose is running faster than Lindsay Lohan runs away from rehab, see, there you go. Bad pop culture references always make everything just really awkward. So, I have to go up in front of the whole class and blow my nose. And everyone whips their head and stares at me and listens intently. Awkward. And now everyone's thinking about the snot factory on my face, and suddenly learning or eating food that you're pretending like you're not eating becomes totally unappealing. And how awk is that? Awk. Why must we use abbreviations for everything? And if abbreviated means shorter, then why is it such a long word? You shouldn't have to abbreviate the word abbreviate. And why is awkward spelled so awkwardly? It's like a little K sandwich. The K's just chilling there between the W's, like, oh, I feel so left out. And then there's no normal way to pronounce it either. No matter how you say it, it still sounds awkward. awkward, awkward, and what's even more awkward is seating arrangements. There's always that one desk that's right next to the door and you get knocked out whenever somebody opens it, or that really random desk in the corner where you can't see anything and you're like, what does that say? What? And teachers don't realize this, but they're literally messing with the universe. You could be placed next to the worst group of people, like getting stuck next to the girl who has a creepy robot baby for that parenting class. And then it starts wailing and she has to awkwardly comfort it, and there's always that idiot who thinks it's funny to nugget the baby in a backpack. Where's my baby? Do you know where my baby is? She was here just a second ago. You nuggeted my baby? She can't breathe in here. That baby's not real, it doesn't need air. My baby's gonna die! You don't need to bang it against a desk, that's not gonna help. My baby's in a backpack! And then we have the guy who also thinks it's funny and makes an awkward joke and says, oh, your baby's crying? I think you need to breastfeed it. And then there's always an awkward silence that follows it, and don't you just love the kid who during an awkward moment goes, awkward turtle! Well, thanks. That just made it worse. And turtles aren't awkward. They're just slow. Jeez, what did turtles ever do to you? So, turtles may be a little bit awkward, but they'll never be homeless or naked. So who cares, okay? Just leave them alone. Be awkward, be yourself, do what you want. Why does it matter? If you need to blow your nose, then do it. Please, blow your nose. Because there's nothing more awkward or more disgusting than snot stuck in a beard. So, and just remember, it's not awkward until someone says it is. And I've said awkward 32 times. Well, this is awkward.